Hello friends, today I am going to begin my second new video particularly for PGT and my new topic is John Milton. I want to inform first of all of you guys that this is my first phase of your study programming, and in this first phase I am giving you concept and conceptual questions. And in second phase, I will manage MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. In second phase, I will try to solve maximum practice sets, question papers, questions that have been asked and that may be asked. So it will be held in future. But particularly in first phase, I am informing you concept and important facts about related topic. I will not overlap your topic. So I am going according to your syllabus of PGT and TGT, not accept anything. So now please once again welcome all of you guys and now concentrate on your topic, John Milton. So you have all heard the name of John Milton. He was a great name at that time. You must be remember that when you read Romantic period, when you read about Shakespeare, John Milton, P.B. Shelley, John Keats, so among those poets, John Milton is also a celebrated poet. John Milton is also a remarkable poet. He has also a prestigious place among the Romantic era poets. The greatest creation of John Milton was Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost. All students who know somewhat about John Milton, they know about Paradise Lost. So I think first of all, I will talk about something about Paradise Lost. What type of paradise was there which was lost for John Milton? The question is that, particularly here John Milton introducing about biblical stories. You know, Bible says a story that Adam and Eve were living in heaven, paradise, but the Satan was not ready to manage them in the heaven. He wanted that with conspiracy or with any source, they must be rejected from heaven. It was the desire of Satan. And this is sentiment of Satan, that he does not like good people, that they can exist, they can survive in heaven. So he managed a trick, and both Adam and Eve were rejected from heaven and came on the earth. So all the places which were provided to Adam and Eve by the God were snatched, were taken off from Adam and Eve, and they had to enforced to live a simple life on this earth like us, like human being. After that, they were not privileged persons, they were not special persons, but they were common persons on this earth. And all the instincts of a human being, hungry, thirst, sorrow, delight, all the instincts were imposed to both of them. Both of them means Adam and Eve. So Paradise Lost, this creation is based on this biblical story. You must remember that. In the own life of John Milton, you know, he became blind after sometime in the mid period of his life, when he was about 43 years old, he blinded. And he criticized God at that time, because this is natural instinct of a human being, that if you snatch something from him, he criticizes you. He complains. So John Milton did so. He also complained God that what was need to snatch my light from my eyes in the mid period of my life. And if it was your desire to make me blind, then why you gave me such type of talent, such type of poetic genius? Why not you made me common man? Why not you made me a simple commoner? Why you provided me such type of talent which is unapplicable after losing my eyesight, after losing my vision? There is no importance of my talent. So this was complaint of John Milton. But at last he compromised God. He understood the truth of God's creation, God's law, God's management, that there is no need of complaint. It happens on this earth. It happens in the world. There are such people who are not only blinded, who are not only, incapable, but they are standing at the verge. Their life is not meaningful, and they survive also. They survive also, and they don't make any complaint before God. So at last John Milton compromised. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is paradise lost, the heaven that was lost, Now, I will talk point to point about John Milton with the medium of this PDF, which you can see. So, John Milton period, first of all, from 1608 to 1674. John Milton was born in 1608 and he died in 1674. These years might be replaced in your brain. Don't forget. John Milton was born on 9th of December 1608 at British Street, London, England. So the name of this place may be remembered, that he was born on 9th of December 1608 at British Street, London, England. London, the capital city of England, and UK, He died on 8th November 1674. This is the date of his death, 8th November 1674. He died of kidney failure. What was the reason of his death? Kidney failure. His kidney was out of use. His kidney was infected. His kidney was, misused. So this was the reason of his death. His father's name was John Milton and mother's was Sarah Jaffrey. His father was a scrivener. Scrivener. What is a scrivener? A person who draws up deeds and wills. He studied logic. You remember that John Milton was very genius, very versatile genius. He was a studious person. He studied logic, ethics, Greek, Latin, and Hebrew. His tutor was Thomas Young, a clergyman. He got his degree of MA from Cambridge University. He was MA from Cambridge University. On the death of a fair infant dying of the cough in 1628, about the death of his sister's baby, is his first major English poem. First English major poem of John Milton was On the Death of a Fair Infant. On the Death of a Fair Infant. In 1629, he wrote On the Morning of Christ's Nativity. The name of creation, On the Morning of Christ's Nativity, celebrating the harmonizing power of divine love. Do you know? Harmonizing power of divine love. What it means? It means John Milton believed in God. He was a spiritual person. He had a deep touch with religion. So, he never left the way of religion and spiritualism. And in 1629, he wrote On the Morning of Christ's Nativity, celebrating the harmonizing power of divine love. This was the harmonizing power of divine love, you know, harmonizing. John Milton lived in his suburban home in Hammersmith in England. This was the place where John Milton lived. Where? Hammersmith in England. That was suburban area, not fully urban, not fully rural, but that was suburban area. He was Protestant. You must remember he was Protestant. You know, there are two sects of Christianity, Catholicism and Protestant. The founder of Protestant was, Martin Luther. He began Protestant cult. So, John Milton was follower of Protestant. That is a branch of Christianity, In Lycidas 1637, the poet deals with the theme, why God allows the good to die young. This is name of his creation, Lycidas. It was composed in 1637. And what is concerning here, the poet deals with the theme, why God allows the good to die young. Why God allow young people die? Why? What is the meaning of life? And why God allows that a young person gets death? Then what is the meaning of life? If you are born to die in young age, then how you will determine, how you will define the definition of life? What message will be spreaded in the society, in the world about life? It will be totally pessimistic. So, this is a question of John Milton to the God. Why you allow? If life has been provided, then that must be completed also. So, you can see here, in Lycidas, the poet deals with the theme, why God allows the good to die young. Discussion as the best means of advancing truth. The tenure of kings and magistrates, this is name of creation, deals with the natural right of man. In this creation, the tenure of kings and magistrates, the theme is the natural right of man. What is the natural right of man? Natural right of man. He married Mary Powell in May 1642. After her death in 1656, he married Catherine Woodcock. He made second marriage. In 1663, he married Elizabeth Minshull. It was another marriage. with Elizabeth Minsell in To My Late Departed Shawmin, name of creation, To My Late Departed Shawmin, a sonnet, that is a sonnet. Milton remembers his second wife, Catherine Woodcock. In this creation, Milton remembers his second wife. Her name was Catherine Woodcock. In his A Treatise of Civil Power, you must remember the year when it was created, 1659. In his A Treatise of Civil Power, 1659, he urged toleration and separation of church and state. Very important question, very important fact, you may remember, don't forget. A Treatise of Civil Power, he urged toleration and separation of church and state. Here Milton depicted that the right of church and right of, political power may be separated. Religion is religion and politics is politics. Don't mix those. Separate those. Separate. So it was a big deal of John Milton that at that time he revealed such type of statement that the power of church means religion, and the power of state may be separated. In Ready and Easy Way, 1660, he argued for preservation of republic. In this creation, Ready and Easy Way, he argued for preservation of republic. Republic, in this creation he talks about the preservation of republic. India is a republic. Paradise Lost, the most important fact. My friends, most important fact. I talked something about that to you. Paradise Lost was composed in 1667. 1667. Paradise Lost, 1667, is inspired by the Bible's the story of creation. I have argued that in beginning. The fall of Adam and Eve, the rebellion of Satan against God, and Satan being cast out from heaven. In this work, Milton tried to convey some insight into God's wisdom and providence, but he didn't intend to be taken literally. It is regarded generally as the greatest epic poem in English language. You may remember, Paradise Lost is the greatest epic poem in English language. The greatest English epic poem in English language, which is Paradise Lost. It has 12 books in it. Very big creation, Paradise Lost. It has 12 books in it. Paradise, next creation, Paradise Lost was other, and Paradise Regained. Paradise, after Paradise Lost, what will happen? Paradise Regained. You will once again get paradise. If you lost power, then you get power. So, this was another creation of John Milton, Paradise Regained. It was composed in 1671, deals with the rejection by Jesus of Satan's temptations. What is the story of Paradise Regained? The rejection by Jesus of Satan's temptations. It means Satan was trying to affect Jesus Christ with his tricks and with his temptations. Temptations, But Jesus Christ was really a aware person. He was enlightened person. So he was not ready to accept the temptations of Satan. And this story is poured in this new creation. Regained paradise. Regained. Once more, regained. Its central theme is that the true hero conquers not by force but by humility and faith in God. The central theme of Paradise Regained is that true hero conquers, true hero wins, not by force. You cannot win true hero by force, but you can win him by humility and faith in God. He never surrenders before power, force. Samson Agonist 1671 deals with the theme of temptation, dramatizing how the Hebrew strongman yielded to passion and seeming self-interest. In this creation, Samson Agonist, which was composed in 1671, Milton shows how a Hebrew person surrenders before passion and self-interest due to temptation. Of true religion deals with brief defense of Protestantism. In this creation, what has been depicted of true religion? In this creation, brief defense of Protestantism. Protestantism has been depicted. Protestantism. How can we preserve Protestantism and how you can recover it? All these things have been poured in this creation. Latin State Papers, composed in 1676, is a posthumous publication. It was published by his nephew Edward Phillips. This is important fact. Latin State Papers 1676 is a posthumous publication after the death of John Milton. It was published after the death of John Milton. Is a posthumous publication. It was published by his nephew Edward Phillips. He was followed by John Dryden. Alexander Pope, and Samuel Johnson. These three great literators, John Dryden, Alexander Pope, and Samuel Johnson, followed John Milton. They followed John Milton. William Blake and P.B. Shelley praised his Satan as a romantic rebel. William Blake and P.B. Shelley praised his Satan, the imagination of Satan, as a romantic rebel. In 18th century, poets praised him for possessing outstanding spiritual, intellectual, and moral worth. It means John Milton had outstanding of spiritualism, intellectualism, and moral worth. He was a man of morality, he was a man of intellectual, he was a man of spiritualism. These all things he belonged. His Paradise Lost book first tells his philosophy. You can know what is the philosophy of John Milton if you read Paradise Lost. The quotation below is, I may assert eternal providence and justify the ways of God to man. This is comment from Paradise Lost. In his age, metaphysical cavalier and Puritan poets were more famous. The mind is its own place. This is a comment. The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. This is, the depiction about your mind, that you can consist heaven in hell and hell in heaven in your mind. This is all the deeds of your imagination, your perception, what you want to consist in your brain, in your mind. Hell in heaven or heaven in hell. So it was, a big deal of John Milton. To reign is worth ambition, though in hell, better to reign in hell. To reign is worth ambition, though in heaven, here this is misprinted. There may be heaven. To reign is worth ambition, though in heaven, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. It means, if you are a slave in heaven, it will be better than be a master in hell. Be a ruler in hell, it will be better, according to John Milton. I'm not saying so, Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. Awake, arise. Awake, arise, or be ever fallen. Either you awake or be fallen forever. So, awakening is needed. All the great persons of the world provided a slogan, awake. Swami Vivekananda. Here John Milton reminding you that awake, otherwise fall forever. In his Paradise Lost, book first, he describes greed of Eve, which became cause of suffering and curse for humanity. I told the story of Adam and Eve. So that was the temptation of Eve. She was impressed by Satan. And for that, both were enforced to suffer all the sufferings of the world. And after that, all the humanity is suffering so many woes. This is now a series that generations comes and go. Generations come and go, and all have to suffer here on this earth. Why? That was a mistake of Eve. Temptation of Eve. She was impressed by Satan. Otherwise, we would be in heaven also, not on the earth. If Eve didn't compromise Satan, we would be in heaven. Why to come here on this earth? Why I teach you and why you learn from me? You would be in same condition, I would be in same condition. In heaven there is full socialism. Everyone is equal. Everyone is blessed. Everyone is graceful. No one needs other help. But that was temptation of Eve, a woman's temptation, impressed by Satan, that made a series of sufferings and sufferings of humanity that is going on and going on and going on and will go on. mistake of a woman. That was a mistake of a woman created such type of sufferings on this earth for human being. Can you imagine? So now you can take a decision. How deep John Milton in his creation, how deeply he thought, how deeply he improvised all the facts. He pours sensation, he pours logic, he pours classical stories in his Paradise Lost. How difficult to assimilate all the different and opposite things in one book, in one epic, and all are put here with sublimity, with harmonizing. Nothing is unmatched. So he was John Milton. He was John Milton who did it. Everyone can't do this. What a tremendous poet, what a tremendous genius he was. Gray views about Milton was the view of Gray about Milton. He passed the flaming bounds of place and time. He passed the flaming bounds of place and time. He was beyond the time and place. Time and place couldn't limit John Milton. He was beyond time and place. Now, you know about works of John Milton, poetry and drama. El Allegro was created in 1631. Second Paroso, 1631. Comus, 1634. A masque presented at Ludlow Castle. Name Comus. Lycidas, 1638. On his blindness, very famous poem of John Milton. On his blindness, 1652. On the late massacre in Piedmont, at that Paradise Lost, 1667. Paradise Regained, 1671. Samson Agonist, 1671. Poems and Sea upon several occasions, and after that prose of Reformation, 1641, of prelatical episcopacy in 1641, animal versions in 1641, the reason of church government us against prelacy in 1642, judgment of Martin Bucer concerning divorce 1644, doctrine and discipline of divorce 1643, judgment of Martin Bucer concerning divorce, it has been depicted, now it is repeated, you know. Of education 1644, Areopagitica, very important creation, important. Areopagitica 1644, Tetrachordon 1644, Cholesterion 1645, the Tenure of Kings and Magistrates 1649, Iconoclastes 1645, Defensor Populo Anglican